What's up, y'all? It's Alanna Milan with Hip Hop since 1987. I'm back in New York with it. And today I'm here with Brooklyn's own GVO Yen. How are you today? That's your little thing? I did it right?
Do it.
Yeah, okay.
Right. You gotta be loud.
Alright, I'm not gonna scream yet. We're gonna practice. Okay. But you know, you're here on my camera today. So how you feeling about that?
I feel good.
Yeah.
I've been bringing up y'all for like a little second.
I love that. That's good. Alright, well, in light of the 50th year of hip hop, right? You are from the birth city of hip hop. You know. When did you start really getting into music?
I really got into music when I was a kid, like around like 5 years old. That's when I started like dancing and stuff like that, but not making music, but music just in general. I used to just love it.
So I mean, you were initially. I mean, I'm not gonna say you aren't now, but initially you started off as a dancer.
Yeah, started off as a dancer.
Was it just like street dancer, or you like in classes? Like
nah, street dancer. I ain't never take like dance classes and nothing because I do art also for me. So I went to school for art.
Just overall creative.
Yeah, so
I saw that you went to a art school, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Art school.
How was that?
It was a good school. A couple of artists that actually made it went there, like Fab, ASAP Ferg, a couple artists.
What's the name of the school?
High School of Design.
I was about to say, you know, we a Philly blog, cause so our performing art school is called Kappa.
Kappa?
Yeah, so I just wanted to know.
I say Kappa.
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 Shut up! Don't do that. Too early.
Don't do that.
Alright. So growing up in New York, I know that originated in the Bronx initially with the block parties and all of that. DJ Who Hurt, yada yada. We know the story.
Yeah.
But right, who have you kind of grown up and listened to?
Like I grew up listening to Biggie, Fab. Fab is like one of my favorite artists. Lil Durk, and just like other local artists and stuff like that. I grew up old school music. So.
Well, I mean, if I'm not mistaken, you grew up in the same neighborhood as Biggie, right?
Yeah, like right around the corner.
Okay.
Basically.
How was it growing up in that urban neighborhood?
It was actually cool. A little rough here and there on a little edges for me, but it just depends on who you around or what you're doing in the streets for me.
Right.
Stuff happens for me, but
would you say being overall creative kind of kept you not distracted? I'm sure we've all had our hiccups growing up in urban areas, but like, would you say having something that you're passionate about kind of kept you more so out of the way?
Yeah, because I always had something to do for me, so every day I was always thinking like, my main thing was like, I'm gonna get some bread.
Right.
I can use my talent to get some bread. I can be clothes. I can do this. I can do that. Let me try to do this.
Do you remember your very first song? I love asking this question.
My very first song was, I forgot the name of the beat. It was a Chicago beat.
Oh, you was on that.
Yeah, it was like, but it was like, I don't know. I just tried to freestyle.
Like Chicago beat, like back in the day when we was high schoolers, like Chief Keef kind of vibe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Was it a Chief Keef beat? I think it was a Chief Keef beat. That everybody was fake, like remixing. Like all the artists was remixing that beat. So I just tried it on there. I was suspended in school. I had a little computer.
You was bored?
Yeah, I was bored. So I'm like, let me try to rap. So I tried it. It was cool. I never took it serious until later on.
Yeah, I was about to say, what was the moment where you were like, okay, I'm definitely a professional recording artist?
When my mans kept coming to me, two of my friends kept coming to me like, yo, try to rap. I'm like, bro, that's not me. Like, like I dance it all life. Like, it's not me. So one day he was in the studio. I was like, I like this beat. Feel me? Trying to write to it. I was writing to it a little bit. Then I recorded it. Oh, nah, this shit sound fire. Recorded it. Then we shot the video for it. And from there, I'm like, nah, like,
now it's real.
Liking the energy in this for me. So then I kept trying to write to other beats and all that. Found out about studio time. We ended up doing half on studio. Just went from there.
I feel like I really like that you're open about just being an overall creative, right? Because I feel like when we was growing, because how old are you?
25.
Okay, I'm 26. So when we were growing up, right, I feel like there was a lot more dancing going on, like 100%, and the videos and all of that.
Videos, parties.
And I was just talking about how like when Chief Keef came out, right? he made the whole turn it up with your friends in a house, one shot kind of thing cool.
Yeah.
So after that, there wasn't really no effort because we grew up on short films and choreography and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And then it just became uncool. So now back in this time where TikTok is the thing,
Now,
right?
TikTok is the thing.
Everybody's dancing,
Right.
right? So how has it been incorporating, you know, your everyday, your regular thing into music?
Well, that's
Is it hard? Is it easy?
It's not really
Like,
hard because when I make my music, it's about what I do during the day.
Yeah.
For me, that's how I go off making music. I don't just like write about one specific thing. Unless I'm speaking on a female or like a female topic of the song, then that's just something I'll just write for me. Or I've probably been through that with a female.
right.
But other than that, I just live life and just
Just be having fun.
yeah, just let it go.
Need a girl. Give me the inspiration behind that sample.
Oh, see. Now,
You like the ladies. Go ahead. Need a girl. What's that about?
Need a Girl came up because when I used to be like on Facebook heavy, and when I was on Facebook, I used to always be on Facebook like, yo, I need a shorty. I still be doing that here and there for your Instagram.
Go
I'm
ahead.
like, I need a little shorty. I need this, I need that, I need a boo. And for me, so when my man Snoop Bay made the beat, I was like, nah, this shit fire. You feel me? And then it just came to me like, I was just writing. Like, it was one of those like just going. I recorded it. When I recorded it, like I didn't even plan on taking the song serious. I just recorded it. Then I found my song by him. We got in tune. We got on a feature. And then history.
Would you arguably say that's one of your like best or biggest songs at the moment?
Say it again?
Would you arguably say that's one of your best or biggest songs at the moment?
Yeah, at the moment, yeah, it is. Like, regardless of what I drop, they're gonna always remember that song. And that's how after Wahim got on the beat and I heard the song, my vision got bigger for the song.
Mm-hmm.
So when we recorded the video and all that, the production behind it, the marketing, everything was Gucci. So I'm like, I seen how my views went up. That was my most viewed
I was about to
on
ask you.
YouTube. So my most viewed, most played song on Apple Music, Spotify. So it's like people still fuck with all my other music, but
that's
the girls
the-
that's one they're gonna remember. Like once I play that, they're like, oh, I heard this.
Yeah. I see that you also did a performance during BET weekend. What was that like?
Yeah. That was actually like a good experience. So
Explain that. I want to hear
Oh no, I'm
it.
about to explain. I'm
I'm sorry, my bad. It was a little bossy. I forgot. I'm sorry.
Very good. But yeah, I had the performance before that. Before I went out there, I had the performance, and I didn't know it was like a competition type thing. Like basically, it was A&R from Columbia. Yeah, Columbia and Republic. They was there, so I didn't even know them. We was just performing because we always perform for these weed conventions. Performing, and we
So it
turned
just
up.
was regular shit.
Yeah, and the spot was different. It was actually a bigger spot, but everybody there already knew us. All the weed vendors knew us, so they already fucked with our music, fucked with our energy. So when we came, we brought that energy. And I was about to leave. The guy from Columbia, came to talk to me. And the guy who threw the shit was telling me he wanted me to perform for BT Weekend. So I'm like, I already said that for me. He was like, yeah, situate everything boom. Went out there and I performed. It was a good performance. That's how I met Tracy, and we tapped it from there.
Shout out to Tracy.
Right, definitely shout out to Tracy.
Is that your first time in LA?
Nah, that was actually my third time in LA.
Okay.
The first time I went was for my birthday. Then I went out there on a mini tour. And basically me and my man's K Shakes, he a dancer, so he went out there. We basically drove to Cali, like a road trip. We started in different states, different countries.
All right. So this is a random question. It's still related though, but you said you perform for a lot of weed conventions. You're essentially a dancer. You're an artist. You're a professional recording artist. You do a lot of shit, right? But right now we're in a time of all those skills matter. They're all transferable. But right now we're in a time of where content matters the most, right? So how has it been keeping yourself fluent with everything you do and making content for that? Like, has that been the challenge? Because I know a lot of artists, they tell me all the time, like, damn, like, am I an artist or a TikToker? You know what I'm saying? So how has that been for you?
I'm fake, like one of those, like, I'm not on TikTok. I mean, I'm on TikTok, but I don't be on TikTok. Like, I'll make a trailer. Have you heard of trailer?
Yes.
I'll make a little trailer, post it on my Instagram and stuff like that. But I need to actually tune in more to like TikTok and stuff like that. For me, like, I don't know how to actually dance, but that's what I do. And people like they love when I dance too. So it's like, why not just do it for me to one of my songs or for me just hop on a wave a little here and there just to get a little attention and just get up there.
I mean, content aside, because you know that's one blueprint, but like, what would you say you like set you aside from anybody else? Especially you coming out of the city where like there's one specific sound that's like trumping everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I
just feel like my sound is different. Like I could get on that wave that's going on, but my sound is going to stand out because it's like I got a different sound regardless. Once they hear me on the song, they're going to know that's me. For me, a lot of other rappers you hear on the song, you think that's another artist that made a song like just like that. Because they all got that raspy voice going on, deep voice thing going on, you feel me? So like, I don't do that. And then I switch it up.
Yeah. Alright, GVO, what does that stand for?
Genuine vibes only.
Okay, I like that.
Thank you.
I operate off of that.
I like to keep everything genuine.
Was that always your like name, your tagline?
Yeah, like, well, first it was Gucci vibes only, like, cause we used to say like, in my hood, we used to like, oh, are you Gucci? Like, that was the slang. So it was that, but I feel like, you know, everything is genuine with us, you feel me? So like, that's why I switched to Genuine Vibes only.
Period. Do you have, like, is that like a collective or just
what,
your name? GVO?
Oh, GVO, yeah, it's a group.
So it's a group? Okay. Yeah. So shout all the other members.
Right, definitely. GVO Dizzy, that's actually the founder of GVO. He started it. I'm a co-founder. Shout out him. My son GVO Aries. My son Blizz, FWR. Who else is GVO that rap? Like, cause we got GVO members, but they do other stuff too. But we're the main artists is like rap.
I'm gonna assume you got merch too.
Yeah, coming soon.
Coming soon. I was about to say yeah. That would make more sense.
I have merch, but it's not GVO merch. For me, but it's coming real soon. I'm gonna definitely have merch for everybody.
Okay, cool. So, would you say GVO is just going to kind of stay like a collective, or will it branch off into, you know, signing other artists and things like that?
That's my vision is to make GVO bigger than just a music group. You know what I'm saying? Like, not like a B2K and not like that. We a music group, everybody got different sounds. Yeah, like I want my artists to stay in their own lane. You know what I'm saying? And do their thing, how they do it. For me, because they're gonna grab other attention when we all gonna get. So we're gonna come to one, right to the umbrella GVO. So I definitely want to make it like a label sometime in life, like sometime in my career. Definitely GVO label.
On the topic of labels, would you want to, if you had the choice, would you stay independent or sign?
I would stay independent. I actually would sign myself. Like, I definitely, that's like, I always said that. Like, I'm gonna just sign myself to GVO. I can make that something bigger than what it is.
Well, as an independent artist, what are you can do this? Give me 2 things that have been challenging in terms of promoting your music or getting it off the ground. And you can give me 2 things that have been pretty much like challenge free. Like what's easy to do and what has been hard. I like raw responses. Don't paint.
I ain't going to sugarcoat nothing. But to be honest, like everybody have their up and downs, and I done have my downs for me. But also trying to keep up with dropping music or dropping a video. So I'll be stuck dropping a song because I don't have no bread to go get shoot the video. You feel me? Or I ain't have no money to do this, do that. You feel me? So like stuff will be on hold and it'll hold me back in a way. Like everybody still be waiting for me to drop, but it's like dang. Like,
shit costs money, gang.
Yeah, like I would drop one song, it'll be hot, video, all that, boom, and then go missing, and then drop again. You feel me? So like that's something I'm working on. That's actually a challenge, but I'm working on that.
Well, in my perspective, clearly you're starting to build a team around yourself. That's aside from the artists that you're connected to. When I say team, I mean people that do XYZ. So I assume you have a manager.
Right.
Okay. Tracy is a publicist, so on and so forth, right? So would you say having these people in position has made it a tiny bit easier for you in terms of locating resources or getting things done.
Last thing you said that?
Like having a manager, having a publicist, has it made it easier finding resources and getting certain things done?
Oh yeah, definitely having a manager and a publicist is like big help. Like it's been a big help. I ain't gonna lie, like shout out to them because they definitely been holding me down, doing their thing, keeping me busy for me, and having management and a publicist is like, alright, that's a 2 for 2 right there.
Especially when everybody on the same page.
Yeah, for me, because everybody we still building. We gonna still building. Management, me, for me, publicists, but everybody got their own type of connections and stuff. So once we bring them together, it's like, okay, let's do it. Right.
100%. So speaking of keeping busy, it's summer 2023. This shit is about to wrap up. I ain't gonna lie. I really don't even know how it's August already.
It's my birthday month.
Oh, excuse me. You a Leo or a Virgo?
Leo.
Oh,
Leo.
round. Dude. Okay, so dude. Yeah, we will. So whatever the case is, it's summer 2023. I mean, I guess I'll stay in my heat. Summer coming in September because I feel like everybody still be dropping and shit. But what can we expect from you in this block of time before the fourth quarter of the year?
Before the fourth quarter, definitely got new music dropping. I'll shoot a video real soon. More interviews coming, and yeah, sneaky features. Like I don't. I mean, I like to surprise.
Any collaborations? Like what's going on?
I like to surprise people. Like
oh, you want to surprise us?
Yeah. I like to
you
surprise
can't drop
already.
the tea with me. That's crazy.
Yeah, I ain't gonna tell you I'm dropping the next. I'm gonna keep that secret. I'll tell you off camera though for me.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
We hear it.
Like,
Your block work freestyle. How has that been going? Like, how has the response been so far?
Oh yeah, like I say, 100% just great news from everybody. From me, different reviews. Everybody just loving the energy that I brought. For me, it's like it's different. Everybody that's watched me start from where I started from with the music shit to now, it's like, yo, like you really getting better. Like this shit, I see it.
That leads me into another one of my favorite questions, right? How would you describe the transition between the release of your very first song, like you said on your little Chicago beat, up until now?
I released.
How does it feel? Even if you want to give me a couple words.
It feels like just, I don't know, I can't really get this. It's just amazing because it's like, I made it myself. That's how I look at it. Like as I make more music and as time went, I see how humble I've been through this whole time for me. And just how better I've been getting, just from not folding or not, giving up. A lot of people just give up and be like, oh, for some shit, because they feel like their time ain't come yet.
Right.
I feel like my time will come real soon for me. You don't know when, can't speak when it. God got plans for me though. And as I'm getting better, yeah.
All right. So how I like to wrap up my interviews is I like to give my little 2 cents, right? So I heard you say one thing, and you were being realistic about how like people are asking you to drop, but like. Damn, I gotta pay for the videos. You gotta wait and right? I understand that, and I also know there might be times where you might feel uninspired, and that's okay, right? But you're creative. You're sensitive about your shit.
That's a fact.
So am I. I might not make music, but I'm still a creative. I'm still doing art. You know what I'm saying? Like I write. I talk to people. This is an art. It's sensitive. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes being creative and staying fluent is going to look like being still. Or overworking, or waiting, because you gotta, you know what I'm saying? So that's okay. And like, I just want you to give, even though you aren't all the way where you want to be yet, I just want you to give artists who will one day look at you as a blueprint, one tip to stay fluent and, passionate.
I say, for the new artists that's coming up, for me, just stay focused, don't let that stop you. That's how I get through shit. Like, I just put whatever goes on in my life, even if it's a death or something like that, it's good to grieve. Don't like cry, let it out, but just put it into something positive for me. Like at least your music or whatever you do, just put it into that for me and just stay focused. Put it into that, God definitely got plans.
And I love the gems, Mr. GVO Yen. So everybody, where they can follow you at?
Y'all follow me on Instagram at gvo.yen. That's gvo.yen. Google me, I'm everywhere, I'm outside. Need a girl out now, block work freestyle now, and yeah, got more coming for y'all.
That boy said Google him.
Google me.